Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. It's stopped raining outside, but boy, it was downpouring there. But I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Eric Krebs. I'm Vice President, General Manager at Channel 7 here, and I just wanted to take a minute to welcome. There's so many individuals here that serve so many different roles: students, teachers, coaches, administrators, parents, friends, family, and of course our sponsors who without them we would not be able to underwrite this program and do the things that we do. So thank you guys and welcome for another year. What an amazing turnout. As I was told 7 years ago, and I wasn't here, I've been in this market for about 5 years, this room was probably half the size of what it is now with people. So I'm told that we have 300 people here at least, so that's plus or minus I think a 20-person margin of error. So it just keeps getting bigger, and it's all because of you guys. So with that being said, I really feel this is one of the best events we do. People are very friendly, the kids are polite, they're very appreciative, and that just speaks to everybody here in this room and their achievements. So thank you for that. Also, a special thanks goes out to Hilton Garden Inn for accommodating everyone, good food, the facilities, what a great partner they are to make this possible. And the other thing is a special thanks to the Channel 7 news team. They work hours and hours behind the scenes to make this happen. Especially Trevor and Craig, who, and I mentioned this last year, they travel halfway across St. Lawrence County in the middle of January to get interviews. And they really, they have a good time doing it. You can tell the passion is in the work that they do. So that's special thanks to Craig and Trevor. And everybody else here. This year we did 120 interviews across St. Lawrence, Lewis, as well as Jefferson County. So again, thanks and enjoy the presentation. And without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to the star of the show. He needs no introduction, but the one, the only, give it up for Mel Bussler.
Hi, folks. Thank goodness we filled in the seats that were up front here, too. I was getting scared. I didn't think anybody wanted to get close enough to me. So this is fantastic. You know, first off, what do we got here? 315, 320 people. You guys are my witness. I just want to be on record as saying Eric Krebs is the best boss I ever had in my life. Yes. And if there's a way I could get a few more days off, maybe a little extra cash. 2 weeks. Nice. It's up to 2 weeks. Thank you very much. You know, we got such a big crowd here. I think it's only right that we capture it on video. So as we speak, Lexi is making her way up. Steve is also making his way up. We're going to do a Bustler's Beauties opening, ladies and gentlemen. You know how it works. From the All-Stars Banquet, it's time for Bustler's Beauties. Now, the trick is to say it together. It'll be tough. I'll count you down. So, from the All-Star Banquet, it's time for Bustler's Beauties. You want to try a trial run? From the All-Star Banquet, it's time for Bustler's Beauty. Oh man, we should have had the cameras rolling. So Steve, you work your way down the aisle, get some close-ups. Lexi, you shoot from right there. Try to zoom as much as you can of the area, and if all goes according to plan, this will be on Monday night. Alrighty, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
From the All-Stars Banquet, it's time for Bustler's Beauties.
Hold on just a second. That was so beautiful. Thank you very much. Alrighty, folks, by the way, we are streaming on YouTube as we speak. That's why I put extra hairspray on today. I wanted to make sure all my strands were in place because I knew we were going to be streaming to the nation and around the world. So this is fantastic. Just some housekeeping to take care of. By the way, I wear the glasses for cosmetic purposes only. I really don't need them. I want to remind you to pick up your certificates at one of the back tables if you haven't. If you happen to know someone, a classmate, and you notice that their certificate is still on the table, if you could grab it and hand deliver it, you'll get a big smile on the person's face when you give it to them. And plus, we save on postage. So please, do what you can to help us out. Also, if you notice that your name is misspelled, let us know in advance. If it's perfect, I had everything to do with it. If it's misspelled, Craig Thornton is the person you should see because it would be his mistake. Now I have a confession to make, folks. I can't sing. I can't paint. I can't cook. I'm not a mechanic. I used to be able to hit a jump shot, but I can't anymore. And my marks in school were terrible. That's why I'm not sitting out there with the rest of you all-stars. That's why I'm up. And by the way, it shows you how easy it is to be a sportscaster where I can't do any of this stuff. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this. This is tremendous. You guys are tremendous. And thank you for taking part of what is a very busy season for you, especially for those of you that are graduating, to be here this afternoon to pick up your awards and have a little recognition here. This is tremendous. We can't do this, of course, without our sponsorship. And we have many sponsors that we would like to thank at this time. And if I butcher any names, I do it at 6 o'clock and 11 every night. So, Craig Systems, the new sponsor of the Academic All-Stars. Special thanks to Jason Wendt, who's the president and CEO. Jason, are you here? Jason's way in the back. Isn't that something? Jason's a sponsor, he pays lots of money, and he still can't get a seat. It's amazing. Wait Toyota, the sponsor of the Arts All-Stars. Special thanks to Derek Pleskotch, who's the general manager. Derek, are you here today? We think. There's Derek. Derek got a seat, he paid a little extra. Thanks, Derek. Watertown Savings Bank, the sponsor of the Athlete of the Week, represented here by John Morja, Marketing Director, way in the back. John. Watertown Savings Bank has been a big part of this over the years. Thank you on a personal note for that, John. It's fantastic. Arconic, the sponsor of the Career Tech, represented here by Naresh Singh, the Human Resources Manager, and Lynn Crump, the Payroll Administrator. And I think I saw them earlier from the Brazier Falls area, St. Lawrence Central up there. Yeah. Also, we want to give big thanks to the overall sponsor of the All-Star program, Legacy RV, formerly known as Ratton's RV. Thank you, Dave and Michelle Hodge. Are you here, Dave and Michelle Hodge? Well, they'll be able to see it on YouTube. And of course, special thanks to Hilton Garden Inn, Sean McCormick, the Director of Sales and Marketing, for hosting at this beautiful facility and providing the tasty snacks, drinks, and use of the lovely facility. If we can have a hand for those folks too. Now I'd like to introduce a person that I've worked with for over 30 years, maybe, I don't know, has it been 30 years? 37? She started out when she was 5 at the station. And I happened to be 35 at the time, so it's worked out good. Ladies and gentlemen, the person who's going to introduce us to the Academic All-Stars, Diane Rutherford.
I'm a little bit shorter, so. And like Mel, these are for cosmetic purposes as well, and since I'm talking about academic all-stars, it's to show how smart I am rather than to be able to see. So the academic all-stars represent the best and brightest of our local schools. The folks that we honor are definitely all-stars. Not only do they get top grades, but they're also active in their schools and their communities. In my 37 years with Channel 7, interviewing these remarkable young men and women is a highlight of my 37 years because, well, it's one of my favorite jobs because they're so inspirational. Many of them have, they participate in 3 sports, they're involved in numerous school clubs, and then on top of that, they volunteer their time outside of school in their communities. Some of them additionally, or I should say all of them, do these things and get incredibly good grades. They plan to go into the world to make it a better place. And their fields that they're choosing are healthcare. A lot of them want to go into healthcare, doctors, nurses, pharmacists, engineering, law, education, whatever. They're all doing it. Quite a few want to protect and improve our environment. Others want to protect us from cyber criminals. One even wants to make the Yankees a better team. Yeah, how many Yankees fans do we have out here? Yeah, quite a few. So yeah, we gotta make sure that she works for the Yankees because she's real smart. Now, academic all-stars, I'm going to talk right to you. You are leaders. You're innovators. You're change makers of tomorrow. We have no doubt that you will go on to do incredible things. Now, I am going to recognize you all individually. When I read your name, please stand up. And audience, if you would, please hold your applause until all names have been read. And like Mel, I also apologize in advance if I butcher any of your names. Okay. We start with Addison Van Tassel. She's the one that wants to work for the Yankees. Yes. All right. Andrew Platt. Andrew Matthews. Anna Denning. Ava Johnson. Caitlin Story. Christine Grant. Clara Cole. Delaney or Delaney, I'm not sure, Delaney Peck. Elena Dickinson. Gabrielle Sosha. Gavin Tufo. Haley Ann Meager, I hope I said that correctly. Jacob Spies. Jillian Alberry. Kaylee Recor. Lagan Martin. Laurel Whittier. Logan Bradley. Madeline Rowley. Mallory Krager. Mallory Reep. McKenna Lee. Megan Maurer. Nicholas Moquin. Olivia Adsit. Olivia Irene Derwin. Olivia Irf. Rebecca Leonard. And Viola Partridge. Now we have a scholarship for one of you, courtesy of our sponsor, Craig Systems. I'm going to have Jason Wendt come up. He is the president and CEO, so please come on up here to help me present this enormous novelty check, which is right over on this table. Wow, it's $1,000 too. That's pretty good. So the winner, who was chosen at random, by the way, is Jillian Alberry from Lyme Central School. Jillian, come on up. And I just want to add that Jillian plans to major in business at Jefferson Community College, so this scholarship will definitely come in handy. Jillian, why don't you come on over here, and I'm going to present this with George. Jason, excuse me, Jason. Don't want to call the sponsors by the wrong names, people. So there you go.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Perfect.
Thank you. Sorry about that. Congratulations. Sure. I don't see why not. Yeah. And one final note, I just want to say that we have to remember that behind every successful student, and this goes for the academic all-stars and our arts and all the other disciplines, the sports, we want to say that there's a support network behind every one of these students. So to the parents and guardians who are here today, you have guided and encouraged these students along their journey, and we recognize you. Give yourselves a round of applause. So now it's time for the Arts All-Star, and I turn it over to Craig Thornton.
Yeah, we're not big in the height at Channel 7. Just Jeff Gold and John Kupis, that's it. Look how far that got them. First of all, I want to thank everyone for coming today. I realize this is a busy time of year for students and parents with so many end-of-school events. This is our biggest turnout ever, and I want to thank Sean McCormick here at Hilton for not screaming at me when I called in my number, which was over 300 people. I had the privilege of interviewing 51 students this school year, 20 Career Tech All-Stars, and 30 Arts All-Stars. Big shout out to the excellent videographer, Trevor Pyant, who makes all these segments look unique. Plus, he carries everything because I don't carry anything. I'm here to honor the Arts All-Stars, but I just want to take a second to say hi to all the Career Tech All-Stars I interviewed. Every time Trevor and I leave an interview at the Tech Center, we are like, wow, that kid has it going on. I wish I had was that together at that age. I'm in awe of their skills. I mean, I can't fix anything. Maybe a sentence, a sandwich, a cocktail, that's about it. When I told my guidance counselor I wanted to be a writer, he looked at me like I had 3 heads. As a creative person who grew up in the North Country a long, long time ago, I felt isolated, awkward, and an outsider. Therefore, recognizing young artists and praising their creativity is very important to me. When I travel outside the area and meet someone new and they ask, what do I do? The first thing I mention is the Arts All-Star program, even though it's just one of my jobs at WWNY. I'm so proud to see this program flourish and grow. All-Stars have gone on to amazing accomplishments, performing off-Broadway, becoming college music professors, and being celebrated in the competitive New York City art world. You are artists. You are creative souls. You may have a challenging road ahead, but you also have a glorious one. You will live out loud. You will live in Technicolor. Always. No one can take that away from you. You may get a day job that pays the bills, but you will always write, paint, sing, play music, dance, draw, sculpt, perform, photograph, design. And because of that, you will make the world a more interesting and entertaining place for all of us. I thank you for that, and each one of you inspire me. It's time now to recognize the Arts All-Stars. If you, when I call your name, if you stand, and if you stay standing until the end, and we'll have applause for everybody. Shaylin Forget, Nick Gilbert, Nolan Swinwood, Madeline Elliott, Thomas Burkham, Gabriel Gates, Berlin Urbina, Andrew Platt, Emile Lehman, she's from Lawville. Yes. It's always good stuff going on in Lewis County. Delaney Peck, Sarah Peebles, Jack Mara, Haley Burt, Maya Bernard, Sincerity Diange, Sophia Gondek, Mia Lucarelli, Vivian No, Dante Rodriguez, Dylan Sovey, Samuel Landis, Nicholas Babcock, Jacob Spies, Caitlin Baker, Marina Munn, Connor Whalen, Alexander Ives, Mackenzie Howard, Kaylee Simmons Noel, Kyle Lily Dugar. That's it. Let's give them all a big hand. Okay, if we can have Derek Pleskotch from Toyota come on up, we're going to make the presentation of the scholarship. This is a completely random award drawn like a lottery. We have for the first time this year a dancer, and those of you who work in the performing arts know how hard they work. Our scholarship winner is Mia Lucarelli from Carthage. Come on up.
Perfect. Thank you.
Congratulations. It's time for me to introduce my favorite coworker. Wait, I say that to everybody. I say that to everybody, sorry. Mackenzie Pyatt, who is going to introduce the career techs.
Craig's also my favorite coworker, even though he works upstairs, so I don't get to see him as often as I'd like to. So for those, oh, this is not what I was going. You know, Craig, you didn't give me the shout out for the tall coworkers. I was standing right in front of you, looking down on him. Just kidding, I love you. So every Wednesday morning, if you watch the morning show, Beth Hall and I, at 6:30 in the morning, if you're up, we're introducing the Career Tech All-Star each week, and this goes on for a couple of months. And Craig and Trevor are the ones that actually go out, they do all of the interviews, the editing, so this is the first time that Beth and I are seeing this. So you see the videos, what you don't see is behind the scenes while this is airing, Beth and I are just blown away by all of the accomplishments, all of the passion, and everything that goes into what these students are doing. It's incredible, and I'm just so impressed that they know exactly what they want to do from such an early age. I mean, I know people in their 20s and 30s and 40s that still don't know what they want to do, so to be able to do that when you're still in high school is absolutely amazing. So we featured 20 students from 5 tech centers in the Tri-County region, and that reaches over 100 miles. And again, it's just highlighting one student at a time, so there's all these others. And what I really like is a lot of students say that they want to stay in the area afterwards, and they will have no trouble getting a job in this area whatsoever. That's really amazing. There's so many different careers, paths that people are going on that I've never even heard of before, and really making a name for themselves in those careers. And I'm just so impressed by these students knowing exactly what they want to do. So the variety of programs, it's culinary arts, medical assisting, nursing, welding, natural resources management, criminal justice, electronic computer technology, graphic communications, cosmetology, visual communications, building trades, and veterinary tech. I mean, some of those I'd never even heard of before actually watching these videos, but nice to know that when you all graduate, I'll have a vet, I'll have a chef, I'll have a mechanic. If I need something to fix with my car, I will gladly hire all of you. So while they were doing, Craig and Trevor were doing these interviews, there were some amazing quotes that some of the students said, and I really thought it just seemed like, you know, this isn't just a job to them, it's something that they're doing that they really love. So some of the quotes: I really love being outdoors. It was very easy to bring my art to food. It's really easy to get along with all animals. Helping people is part of the job. And I want to be able to say I made a difference in someone's life. So really special that they're picking this so early on in their lives. And a special shout out to some of the young ladies that are here, and they're really making a name for themselves in a field that had previously been defined by a male gender. Madison Rubart, who's studying electrical writing, Elizabeth Jenny, automotive technology, and Paige Rogie in environmental conservation and forestry. And another thing, so, you know, they're making a name for themselves, and also it's all about, you know, not just about their work, it's also what they're passionate about. So my godson Brady, who's over here, he was the welding career tech all-star, loves welding. Also for Mother's Day, made his mother a flower, welding it out of a piece of metal. Like, just so thoughtful, and they really put in all this effort. It's truly amazing. So, I mean, in today's job market and economy, these all-stars are gonna have no problem getting the jobs in the trade or the tech fields that they're currently working in. And like I said before, a lot of them wanna stay in the North Country. So that's really amazing for our community and for our economy. So really impressed by all of you. I'm going to list off the names of everyone. So you guys know the drill by now. If everyone could just stand, and then we'll hold the applause till the end, that'd be great. All right, we have Michaela Dellis, Desia Holland, Matthew Mason, Maisie Bohall, Elena Raven, Sylvia French, Elizabeth Jenny, Haley Reese, Jake Backus, Brady Adams, Madison Rubart, Anthony Matos, Brianna Filson, Blake Young, Tristan Biller, Catherine Barkley, Paige Rogie, Cecily Shipman, Brock Cousineau, and Michael Davies. You should all be so proud of yourselves. Congratulations. So now we have that $1,000 scholarship. The winner was randomly generated. But first we'd like to invite up the sponsors by Arconic. And we'd like to invite up Nareesh Singh and Lynn Crump to help present the award. Do you want me to grab that now? The big check. Craig, do you want me to grab that? Oh, wait, sorry, I didn't realize the name was on there. Okay. If you got a sneak peek, you already know who it is. The winner is Haley Reese from Carthage. Congratulations. Oh, and she studies New Vision Health at Howard G. Sackett's Tech Center. So congratulations, Haley. Photo op.
Get one more. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Thank you. You're welcome.
All right, congratulations again to all the Career Tech All-Stars. It was amazing watching your stories over these past few months, just really incredible. So now I want to turn the mic back over to Mel Busler, who's going to recognize our oldest All-Star program, Athlete of the Week. Oh yeah. No, I got you. Is that right?
Thank you very much. Hello. Alrighty, folks. This school year, we featured 39 weeks of athletes of the week. There are actually more than 39 this year because we had a relay team in swimming that also won a week's honor. We began with soccer player Sal Peretta of Messina, who happens to be here, and it ended with Colin Patterson, a golfer from Messina. So we had Messina as bookends to this year's Athletes of the Week. In between, we had some outstanding performances. Canton swimmer Gretchen Braun, who was homeschooled before this school year, and she ended up swimming for Canton, and she set 3 Section 10 records in the pool and was also a part of a Section 10 relay record. Had never swam in high school before. She was like a prodigy. She did a fantastic job for Canton. Sean Kelly. Where's Sean? Sean, stand up. Is he still here? Oh, he's way in the back. Hi, Sean. By the way, it's like looking in a mirror when I look at Sean. Sean was a great running back, even better wrestler. Sean, thanks for being here from Lowville. Dominic Fiacco of Norfolk dominated Section 10 in cross country. He was tremendous. I know, Tice, are you here? Ladies and gentlemen, Danish foreign exchange student, Tice Heelun. Did I say that right? Pretty close. Tice was fantastic in soccer at South Jefferson, and it was great to have you in the North Country this year. Bryn Bernard of South Louis, who won her 3rd straight state title in girls cross country. She was a tremendous athlete for the Falcons. Alex Radlia, soccer scoring machine at Lyme, and I think Alex is here. Hi, Alex. He did a great job with the Lakers now. It's now the Lakers, isn't it, at Lyme? Ian Van Wagner of Potsdam. By the way, Ian Van Wagner started in the 7th grade as a varsity performer on the basketball court. You talk about prodigies. As a freshman at Potsdam, he broke the school career record for scoring. 3 years of varsity basketball, and he's going to set that record so high by the time he's done with the Sandstoners, nobody will be able to touch it. Ian Van Wagner. Chase Nevels of Copenhagen. All he does is win state championships in wrestling. Chase, you here? Yeah, Chase. Chase is going to be wrestling D1 in college this coming fall. And of course, his teammate, Tavian Camper. Tavian, you're here too, I think? Yeah. Very good. Great job for Copenhagen this year. They were tremendous in wrestling. He also won a state title this year. How about female wrestler? Zoe Griffith of Governor. Zoe, a trailblazer in the sport. Where are you, Zoe? You're back there. I know you're way back there. Hi, Zoe. By the way, Zoe comes from an athletic family. Father, Gordy, a boxer. Got a brother who's a wrestler. 2 sisters who are boxers, all from Governor, and Zoe's following in the athletic footsteps of her family. Landry Kenyon, hi Landry, who by the way has made a habit of showing up at these events over the last few years, and also Ava Howie, her teammate, both at Hammond, led their team to a 2nd straight state title in basketball. Egyptian exchange student Karim Shaban of Carthage, the only swimmer from the Frontier League to go to states this year, and he went in 2 events. He was tremendous. And I knew she was here earlier. She may have snuck out. She has to run tomorrow in the state track and field championships down in Cicero. Kennedy Billman of South Jefferson. This student athlete by way of Belleville Henderson. They don't have track at Belleville, so she ran for South Jeff. Tremendous track athlete and ends up going to states in 2 events, and she'll be performing tomorrow in Cicero. Now, if I can, I'm going to go through the list of all of our athletes of the week, and if they can remain standing, and folks, hold your applause until I'm done with the list. Sal Peretta of Messina, Samantha Stokely of Copenhagen, Victoria Noon of Indian River, Gretchen Braun of Canton, Devereaux Watson of Carthage, Sean Kelly of Lowville, Dominic Fiacco of Norwood, Norfolk, Thijs Heelun of South Jefferson by way of Denmark, Johnny LaFontaine of Lyme, Joey Rapp of Indian River, Avery Zenger of Parishville Hopkinton, Alex Radley of Lyme, Bryn Bernard of South Louis, Sydney Carbone of Indian River, Samantha Booth of Watertown, Seth Charlton of Watertown, Holden Stoll of Gouverneur, Emmeline Barton of Lafargeville, Abigail Bombard of Immaculate Heart, Nathan Wyatt of Lafargeville, Peyton Britton of Sackett's Harbor, Ian Van Wagner of Potsdam, Tanner Sullivan of Harrisville, Kaylin Bolivar of Beaver River, Chase Nevels of Copenhagen, Tavion Camper of Copenhagen, Zoe Griffith of Gouverneur, Landry Kenyon of Hammond, Jaden Turk of Beaver River, Ava Howie of Hammond, Olivia Simser of Herman DeKalb. Also James King, who by the way will also be running tomorrow in the pentathlon, which is 7 events. For me, the pentathlon would consist also of eating subs and pizza. That's part of my pentathlon. James King of South Jefferson, Karim Shaban of Carthage, Raven Marcel of Indian River, Dougga Thompson of Messina, and we have the swim team from Watertown, Molly Dickinson, also Jasmine Ferguson, Lily Johnson, and Mallory Peters, all of that relay team from Watertown. Kennedy Billman of South Jefferson, Oliver Johnson of Colton Pierpont, and Colin Patterson of Messina. If we could have a hand for all of these athletes. And by the way, all of these athletes are also exceptional in school as a student. So it's like the total package. Now we have a check to present, and I'd like to call up John Morja from Watertown Savings Bank. If there was a Hall of Fame for sponsorships, Watertown Savings Bank would be in that Hall of Fame, probably in the first class, because they have contributed so much to helping me out over the years. And they even gave me an honorary Athlete of the Week plaque, which I thought was tremendous. So thank you very much for that, John. This year's winner of the athletic scholarship, and thank goodness she won, because her 2 older sisters won't beat me up in the boxing ring. Congratulations to Zoe Griffith of Gouverneur. And by the way, Watertown Savings Bank, you'll take that big check, won't you, John? John, you there? You'll take that big check, won't you? If she goes in and cashes it at the bank? Oh, good, that worked out good. Alrighty. Folks, I have a guy by the name of Jeff Cole who's waiting for me to do the 6 o'clock, so we're going to wrap this up here as quickly as we can. Special thanks to our Channel 7 staff for all of their hard work. And I really want to thank Craig Thornton. This is a labor of love for Craig, and he's seen it grow over the years. And I could have sworn out of that rough facade there was a little tear that he was shedding from his eye. It touched my heart. Special thanks once again to all of our sponsors, Craig Systems, Wait Toyota, Watertown Savings Bank, Arconic, and overall sponsor Legacy RV, and also to the Hilton Garden Inn for giving us the munchies today. And I might grab a couple, put them in my pocket on the way out. You can watch all of our all-star interviews on our website, WWNYTV.com. And also on the YouTube page, you can see this reception. So if you didn't get my jokes the first time, watch it and you'll laugh like heck later on tonight. Don't forget to grab your certificate or that of a friend who couldn't make it. They're on the table, of course, in the back. I know it's a busy season with graduation going on for many of you, and there's so much stuff happening. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to honor you folks who give so much to the North Country in many different ways. Congratulations, parents. You should be proud of them. Tremendous. And who knows, we may see a lot of you again next year. Thank you. Good night, everyone. Thank you very much.